What's going on, guys? Carlos here. I hope everybody's having a great day because today it's a really nice day outside and I'm gonna bring you guys a video that a lot of you guys have asked for. And as you can already tell, it's gonna be a campus tour. It's gonna be Usf Campus Tour right here in my school, so I just want to get straight into it, so let's go. So as you guys can see here, a lot of people like to use their bikes to get around campus. It's one of the easiest ways if you have classes everywhere. So it's actually a really nice day outside. You guys see there's a parking garage over there, and then over here is we're gonna be walking into like a lot of where the science buildings are. And basically when you live in JP, which in Juniper Poplar, which is right there, that's like, it's on the south side of campus, so it's kind of away from everything, but it's one of the newer ones, so it's pretty nice living in there. And today is also Saturday, so that's why it's kind of empty. You guys don't see that many people walking around today. If you're walking this way, this right here is gonna be the science center right up there. All right, so then we get here, which is kind of like the middle area between all the science buildings. Right here, like I showed you guys, we have the science center. And then in the middle of here, it's kind of like just a little overpass with a lot of trees and plants and stuff like that. If you take a look inside this area, this is like by the chemistry buildings. They have these little sculptures out here. It's pretty cool. If we keep walking past this part, then you have the ISA building, which is the interdisciplinary sciences. And then over here is where the chemistry classes are. I have a chem class in there right now. So I personally don't think it's that important to have a scooter or anything like that on this campus because it's not that big, but stuff can be kind of far, so that's why people use bikes and stuff like that, but it's not that bad. On this side, this is the other side of the ISA building, and then over here you can see the environmental science building, which is pretty cool. So you can see how green it is on this campus. There's people laying down in the grass. You can just come out here to relax anytime you want. It's not too loud, and they'll actually put on events here, like the student government. They'll have events out here, like little carnival games and stuff like that. Another really cool thing about this campus is that they'll put these little scenery down. I'm not even sure what they're actually called, but they just look really nice. And they have chairs in there for you to sit. And then now this is getting towards more like the center of campus, which is like where the student center is and all that stuff like that. And this is actually gonna get to be towards like one of my favorite parts. There's some ruthless squirrels here. Sometimes they'll even follow you. See how close I'm getting and they don't even care? If you just walk through here, it'll just make yourself like clear your mind, and it's just a great way to like de-stress. So now we're getting to the area where I guess like you can say the campus is known for, which is getting up to like the student center, which has this really nice view right here. And if you walk through it, it looks really cool, especially at night when it's all lit. But if you guys watched my move-in video, you would see when I walk through here. And then once you get through here, you reach the Martin Luther King Plaza. You see they like put a lot of work into this, the way that it's set up. And these are actually where a lot of people do their graduation pictures, because it's just, look at that. So now this is the Martin Luther King Plaza basically, which has his statue right here. And the reflections pool is basically supposed to indicate where he gave his speech. And the fountains aren't on right now, but most of the time, I guess during the week, they have them on, which looks really cool. And over there they have like a little memorial and stuff like that. And then one cool fact is that this statue is actually his real height. And then these lines right here, they'll go all the way until the cities that he impacted. So like if you follow this one straight, you'll just get to the city, which I don't know which one exactly it is. This is all a really cool spot for people who want to take pictures, especially at night when the lights are on. So eventually we just go through here. We're gonna end up getting to the student center and we're gonna see the bulls, so you guys will see how that looks. So before we end up on the other side, you guys can see that a lot of people will take their pictures right here. And they'll normally have events in here, like run by student clubs and stuff like that. They'll have music playing out here. So we just keep walking past, you guys can see that this part goes for quite a while. There's like 2 sections of it. And then once you get past this, it opens up to right here, which is like the center of campus where a lot of people like to take their pictures. They'll have bull markets set up out here where they'll have all these tents just full of stuff on Wednesdays. It's really peaceful over here where you can see the bulls. They have 3 of them. So if we walk, this is the Marshall Student Center right there. And then if we just take a quick left before getting in there, you'll see there's like this little sink in the ground, I could say, which they'll have like dance stuff here, music playing. It's a stage right here. Then they'll have people sitting out here. So basically this is where everybody will take their pictures. It's kind of like a tradition where people will want to get on top of the boulder to take a picture before they graduate. So you can see it's Marshall Student Center right there. And in here, basically it's just where you'll find, it's just the center of campus where you'll find a lot of places to eat, and you'll find all the organizations, the student government and stuff like that. And here's also like the pharmacy where you can get medicine. So a lot of people come in here for fall, they'll have like a celebration here. So once you get in here, you can see there's like a bagel place right there. And then you'll have the school seal right on the floor, which they keep the ropes around it so nobody steps on it. So once you look up there, they'll have the different floors, which will have all the clubs that meet up there. So once you get up there, there's basically just a lot of places to study, and they'll have a lot of the new students come in here to show them around. A lot of clubs will be set up here, and you can find just on the other side places to eat. They'll have like a video game room up there. They'll have a lot of places to study. And then if you keep on coming past here, we'll get to the food court. So it is closed right now. So if you look in this side, they'd have Papa John's, they have Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Moe's, and Subway. And in here basically you could just use their dining dollars, or you could just pay with regular money. And it's one of the places where you can get food that's not like dining hall food. Then towards the back of the Marshall Center, you'll have like the bus loop, which basically right here is where most of the buses meet to take you anywhere you basically need to go, like the mall or to an apartment complex. It just has a lot of stuff going on, and they drop some balloons from up there for the new students and everything. So that's basically it for the Marshall Center. And right above here where we're standing, this is shops and services where you can find out about meal plans and anything like that. Right when you leave the Marshall Center, you're gonna come out and you'll just see right when we came from, and then you have the bookstore right there. In the bookstore, obviously you can just get your books, you can buy them, rent them, sell them back. Also in the bookstore you can find anything, like any Bulls gear you need, shirts, shoes, cups. They have basically, they sell everything in there. And they also have a coffee shop in there, and they have like a small little market. Right on this side, they have all like the student services and all that stuff. Basically anything you need to see somebody about, like paying any fees or getting an ID, it's all in there. And if you guys can already tell, I'm not an actual tour guide, so I'm like not spitting out the facts here and there, but I'm just telling you basically from my point of view how it is and just the main parts of campus. So if we keep walking, basically we pass like the center of it, which is like where everybody always is, and over here we're getting towards like more of the housing. So this right here is called Castor Beach, and Castor is the name of a residence hall right on this side. So if you look over here, there's like a little fountain in the middle on a lake. You've got the sand, and you got some hammocks that are really comfortable to go on, and a lot of people just like to unwind and just lay on these hammocks. So then right under here, if you go under there, if you take a right, it's going to be another dining hall. And then if you go straight, you'll find another housing area which has another style of housing, which is like apartment style. So basically the Marshall Center was the center of campus, which is that way. And then if you keep going all the way to that side, is going to get to where I live. This is the middle. And then if we keep going this way, this is going to get to the other side of campus, and there's also some animals in here. There's some ducks. Towards that side of campus is basically everything related to sports, which is the gym, and there's also another dining hall that way. And the ROTC building is also over there. So I'm actually just gonna take a break right here because I'm kind of sweating and it's really hot out here. And I'm sitting right by the Castor Beach with the ducks in front of me. So I'm just gonna sit here for a few minutes because it's really hot. So to answer a few of you guys' questions, some of you guys are asking me about how the party life is or the social scene at USF. Honestly, if you meet the right people and you're with the right people, you're gonna find who you like and what you like to do. And then if you guys may or may not know, like Ybor City is just like 15 minutes away. So that also has a lot of places to go at night. And this is where all that green area was. And then if you just keep on going this way, which is that way, it's like I said, all the athletics. And then we'll go to one of the most common places on the whole campus, the library. So basically we're reaching the other side, which has the College of Education. Right over there is going to be the Sun Dome and all things athletics. Right here is the University Lecture Hall, which they have math classes and stuff like that. Then right here is the Pollo Tropical, which has some Spanish food there. So right around here is basically where the most traffic is, like during the week, because this is where everyone crosses to get to class. And if you see this walkway right here, if you go straight down there, you'll end up at the gym and the Sun Dome. Right here is going to be Cooper Hall, which is where mostly everybody who comes in here, probably in your 4 years, you'll at least have one class here. All the clubs will have signs out here, like to rush their sorority, fraternity, anything like that. Right here at the bottom of Cooper Hall, there's a Subway. A lot of people like to sit here between classes just to let time go by, but Yeah, right up here is Cooper Hall, and then this is also like the College of Arts and Sciences, which is the biggest college here on campus. This tends to be the area where they have like the most protests and stuff like that, so you'll have people yelling stuff out at you right here, which basically you just got to learn how to ignore them. There'll be tight ropers out here, I think that's what they're called. They'll hang their rope from tree to tree. So then before you get to the library, right there's the communications building, and then right here is the library. And then at the library, basically there's like 6-7 floors, I'm not sure off the top of my head, but there's a basement, and then the first level is like a common learning area, I guess, so you can be as loud as you want. Basically you can't be loud, but you can speak without people getting mad at you. Let's see another square right here. When you get to like the 3rd, 4th floor, they're like completely quiet floors, like you can't talk at all, or then people will start looking at you. So the library is 24/5, and there's also a Starbucks in here, which is the most crowded Starbucks you'll ever be at. And there's always going to be a line no matter what day it is. Oh wait, actually today there's no line. It's mostly busy during the week, but up there you get to the stairs where you can get to the other floors, and here's like the learning commons where basically just sit and you can study with people there. Over here is where you can, like the help desk, where you can ask people for help, obviously. But then you have the DMC, which you can check out cameras and stuff like that and get software. So basically that was the library. You can spend a lot of time in there. Like sometimes I'm there till like 4 in the morning starting for a test. It's just kind of easier to study there. But that's pretty much it for campus. And this right here is going to be the main road where you enter campus, which has like all the trees down there and everything. And the buses will drop you off there. But right now I'm just going to get back to where I live, show you guys around there, and then we'll be done. So to give you guys a better look at what a residence hall looks like, I'm going to show you where I live. And basically I've showed you guys what it looks like upstairs, but downstairs it's not like the other ones. This one is, since it's so secluded from the other ones, it basically has the dining hall, the packaging center, like where you pick up your mail and everything, laundry, and copying stuff. Basically if you go right there, that's where everybody eats. They have a lot of options to eat there. If you come to this middle right here, you'll have like all these vending machines where you can get stuff if you ever want stuff last minute, and you have your printing stuff there. Then right here is the laundry, which this is what I love about this residence hall, is that we live right inside those doors, and laundry is right here. Then right here on the other side is the mailboxes, and then you pick up your packages right here on the other side. And right over here you have all the elevators which go up the floor, and you have the stairs. Basically, that's it. Alright guys, so I'm back in my room and I'm sweating a lot because it's so hot. It's like 87 degrees outside, but we hit it all. We basically got everything that was like the biggest parts on campus. So I hope you guys liked that video, and if you did like this video, please just hit that subscribe button so you can see more, and also drop a like before you go. Make sure to follow my social medias that I'll put right here, and I will link those in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching again. This has been Carlos, and I'll see you guys on the next one.